All right. I thought just a good college basketball game, a lot of fight. Two teams very competitive. Fresno does a good job of kind of getting you out of what you want to do, but I thought guys battled and did a really good job in the first half, forcing turnovers, keeping them off the offensive glass, and creating for each other. And that first half, that start and the first half, or the beginning of the first half and the end of the first half, is kind of the cushion that we needed to get the win, and so I'm just happy for him, proud of him.
Yeah, Kalib had a big second half. Just what did you guys were working on to get him, I guess, kind of more involved, but also I guess get his confidence going there in the second half?
Caleb's one of the most efficient players in college basketball, and when his career is over, he'll end up being one of the most efficient players ever. He's on that level of efficiency, and getting him touches is important. This is a team that it's no secret when we get the ball in the paint, whether it's a driving a kick or it's a post touch and play from there, we shoot the ball really well, and we have really good possessions that usually result in points or positive results. And when we don't, we're not even average. We're really poor a team efficiently without that paint touch. So when you have two guys that have been as good as they've been in the post, when you talk about Kalib and Rob, that really just helps us play inside-out basketball and get good shots for each other, get good patience, good spacing. And tonight, I just thought the guys did a good job because Fresno had a lot of good activity. The guys did a good job of making plays, getting where they needed to get to, getting the ball getting it to a teammate where it needed to be, and so that teammate could make plays.
And what did you see from DJ and Brooklyn go up against their guards, especially Isaiah Hill?
Yeah, Fresno's always got good guards. Coach Hudson's always got really good physical guards that'll guard you and make you work in the pick and roll or in the isolations. And for DJ and Brooklyn, to battle like they always do. It was great to see. Brooklyn hit some big shots, and DJ made some big plays, and those are two guys that they're going to be such good players. Every game it seems like they're just getting so much better. But as time goes on, even they're both going to have great college basketball careers.
Hicks, part of that closing lineup, like you said, those two shots, he didn't really hesitate at all. What can you say about him? Coming up when you needed him, the two baskets he made all night were a pretty big spot.
Yeah, I don't know how much time you guys have, but we could talk about Brooklyn. It's a template for a freshman. It's you come into a team with a roster of older guys with a ton of experience, and you work your tail off, and you fight like crazy every day, and you have some setbacks with some injuries in the fall, and it's tough to crack that lineup and get those minutes because you kind of had stoppages here and there. And then, as the season's going on, now guys are getting in a flow, the rotation's kind of getting set, and you're talking about a fifth year in Webb, you're talking about an older guy in Jackie, and you're talking about wings, that have been through college basketball seasons. And for him to stay ready, of course there's going to be frustrations, there's going to be days he's not happy, but for him to stay ready puts him in a situation where he can have the impact at San Jose, and then he can come here tonight and have the impact in tonight's game. Had he pouted and moped too much, we don't put up with that a lot. We don't like it. And we try to fill rosters with guys that enjoy being around each other, enjoy working, and he's one of them because your heart hurts when you see guys that are frustrated and aren't having the experience they want, and especially with how hard they work. And so for Brooklyn to have now 2 games in a row where he's come in and he's made big plays, had big minutes, it's just great to see, and also it's just the tip of the iceberg for him.
Coach, you won the past 2 games. There's still a lot of basketball left in the season. What's the message to your team in order to build momentum from these 2 wins and not fall off heading into the next few stages of the season?
I think being an older team, they understand how hard winning conference games is, and college basketball games for that matter. But with the way the schedule's played out, it's we've gone up against the team every night. It feels like you can easily say they're playing with a ton of confidence and they're playing good basketball. And Wyoming, hit some speed bumps in the non-conference, but I think you could make the argument that they're playing with as much confidence and having as much fun as anyone. So, we said that in the locker room, that's what we're getting ready for. So when we watch film on Thursday, it'll show. And I think they'll watch some film on their own. This is a group that does that well, but when we meet and start talking about what we need to do to win another game, it'll all kind of come together. But we should also be playing with a lot of confidence, as are a lot of teams in the Mountain West. I think it's the most underappreciated league in terms of attention in the country. And every night you're going to watch a good basketball game.
Kevin, you guys were able to build a lead in the first half, obviously, and then into the second half, halfway through. And that's when Fresno State basically made it, a one-possession game a couple of times in this matchup. Jackie gets ejected. What's to say about your team from an intestinal fortitude standpoint that you're able to kind of weather that storm and come back and hold off the scrappy team there down the stretch to get the win?
Yeah, I think it's if you watch as you watch games, there's certain teams that's coming. Like with Fresno, if you have an 8-10 point lead against Fresno, and hopefully, when people watch us, if we're down 8, they think the same thing. Well, UNLV's they'll make a run here, and so it's coming. That there's going to be a point where they put 2 or 3 plays together in a row, make a run, make it tight. Just like most games, kind of experience that, and like we want to, and. So you kind of it's coming, but I think, again, the experience of the guys, being in those situations, nobody panicked, took a timeout. There wasn't any yelling and screaming in the huddle. It's communication. Guys are talking. They're pointing on the board about what they need to do, and a large reason for that, I think, is just because they've been through it. They've been through those types of games, and they know that no teams in college basketball don't just lay down and go away. And but like I said, I'm happy for them. This is a win to feel good about. And when we wake up tomorrow, though, it's time to get ready to go play another one.
I think that's it. All right, thanks.
All right, thanks, guys.
Keylan, what did you think were some of the key plays down the stretch for you guys holding them off?
Just keep finding stops, guarding their half-court sets. They're a good team, but we just stuck with the game plan, guard them in the half court. They're a great transition team, so we took that away and we just stuck with the game plan. Kept going to the big fellas, obviously, and they stretched the game out for us.
Kalib, what were you kind of after a slow kind of first half, what were you kind of seeing in that second half there?
I just stay confident, and I noticed where they was going to come in double team from, so I had to make my moves a little bit quicker. But I just told myself, keep being the positive person, find a way to have an impact on this game. Rob had it going for a little bit in the first half, and when we ran the play for Rob on that high-low, and I got my first shot because I knew they wasn't going to help, off of me, I just knew I was okay, take the shot. And when I made the first one, I said, okay, now we're in the rhythm, and I just continued to go be the person that my teammates know that I can be on the court.
And with their bigs and how physical they are on defense, what was just key to attacking them and finding success there?
You just got to match your energy. We got to match their physicality and their energy. Coach Maul and Coach Coop, they talked to us bigs before the game started. He was like, don't look for a call, don't beg for a call, go score. And we just had to play strong. So with that type of message at the beginning of the game, it was just it's big on big, really. So that's how I took it. That's how Rob took it, Ice, all of us. That's how we all took it.
Yeah, Kalib, 2 wins in a row now for you guys. Still 10 games to go. Do you feel like you've found a level of consistency here as a team?
We have 10 games left?
Huh?
We only have 10 games left?
Well, in the regular season, in the Mountain West. You've played 8, there's 18 scheduled, so.
That's something you don't tell us.
No, but I didn't think of it like that, but this is great. One of our biggest problems this year was we'll win 1, lose 1, lose 2, and then it was just it wouldn't be consistent. So we got 2, but can we grow from 2 to 3 and just take it day by day, game by game? Don't get too high, don't get too low. Fresno State, they're a great team. Like, you know, they're a great team in this conference. But we know we could be better to, like, just for our own sake. So, but it's great. This is a great feeling because we got a tough one Saturday. And then after that, we got a tough one after that. So this is a great feeling.
Kalib, when you walked out on the court, how much of a chip did you guys have on your shoulder coming off that Air Force and kind of, having a better performance tonight?
Like that one still doesn't sit right with me. And like that one doesn't sit right with me for like a team aspect, but also like a personal aspect of that. And, coach, all the coaches told us, like, y'all just got to let that go. But, like, remember how it felt. But, there's always there's always another chance that we can, like, go put on the show for the great fans of UNLV and the Runnin Rebels and represent the school the right way. And I feel like today, our last game, we did that. But that wasn't only the thing we was looking for. Now can we grow to keep doing it again? We got to protect home court at all times. And that's how I feel like, that's what we got to see and just think all the time.
Can both of you guys talk about the defense the guards and Luis Rodriguez put on Isaiah Hill, because they really stymied him and kind of hurt the offense on their side?
Well, Hill, he requires a lot of focus. When you hear his name or when you see him, it's urgent. You got to find him, stay with him, stick to the game plan. He's a great player. He adjusted well. He tried to make his team better, tried to put them in a better spot. But Luis, he stayed with it, a hard-nosed guard. He knows how to make a player tired. And we trust him. We play through him on that defensive end, obviously. Like, he takes care of the wing. He takes care of the perimeter. We help out on the perimeter, KB, and they take care of the paint. So we just keyed in on Hill, and we was able to rally something good tonight. That's all it was.
Going into the game, was there anything different for you, Keylan? Because I noticed you squatted on the floor, and you were there for like 30 seconds. Kalib came over, was kind of watching you. You okay?
Yeah, it's just more treatment. More treatment, but we're all right. We're fine.
Talking about the pregame thing that me and him always do.
Oh, okay. I just pray real quick. Just get into a peaceful state of mind before the game. Get all the jitters and everything going. Yeah, it's year 5, but you still have those as ball. So everything just release. Then we do our little pregame stuff. Then let's play.
All right, thanks, guys. Thank you.
Just release. Kind of sounded.